Okay, I broke this down to where the patterns are separated. I still have it's completely, well, not completely new design, but close. Uh, all this stuff on this is gone. Now I can look and see on each sheet of the month uh, the pick three winning numbers and the mirrors. Yeah, I know this is a bit unorthodox, and there is no negative H values, but it seems to work. But anyway, the pick three will, all the patterns will lay out here with the winning numbers highlighted. The pick four will lay out here with here's the numbers 0, 0, 7, 7, and 55, 54 is the mirrors, and it'll highlight for each draw. The first pattern is if this corner matches this corner and this corner matches this one, same thing with up top, then it will show me all the, it will only bring across and show me the cells that, or the cubes that have this pattern in it. This one is a similar pattern, but you can see that it is different. It means this one has to match this one and this one has to match this one. Scroll over and then it has the, where there's four, one right on top of each other, and then there's a pattern where these three are the same and these three are the same numbers. The 9, 9, and 9 running through the center. This will pick up and show me all those. The triple zeros running through the center. This section will show me that. And then finally pattern 7 where this number matches this matches this one, or any one, any two that is not the corners matches the one above it. This will pick it up. Okay, but where I'm focusing at now is pattern 5 and 6 with the triple 9 or the triple zeros running through the corner. Okay, you can see at the bottom each one of these are shaded a different color. All these greens means that what I'm looking for showed up in the pick 3. If it's still yellow, then this pattern or this pattern was not produced. It did not happen in the sets that were brought about. For this one, I have it set up here as it's the pick 3, so it will highlight the numbers to whatever the pick 3 numbers was. On July 1st, I believe this is evening draws. Maybe the other one, I'm not sure, but we had 3 ones here in this corner and the 1 and 1 here. We had doubles with the 0, 1, and 1. Okay. If I take, this will be a reoccurring theme with this. If you take this number in this corner and the next number up, which is 1, 9 and 1, you add those together, it gives you 10 and sums on up to 1. So right there is 1, 0 is 10 and 1. Now you have to see that the ones are in the corners, and it is mostly, it's pretty dominant in this corner. 0 having the same additive purposes as 9 does. Here is your winning number, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, which would mean you'd had to play 9, 1, 1 or 0, 1, 1. Either case, your number would have been there. But the main thing I'm focusing on is these two here. The 9 and the 1 add together to make 10, which sum on up to 1. the 1 showed up in the pick 3. Okay, we'll go to the 3rd of July. 231 and 0478 were the winning numbers for the pick 3 and the pick 4. Okay, 3 and 1 is very dominant in this corner. If you add these two together, it gives you a total of 4, which was not in the pick 3, but it was in the pick 4. Okay, so right here is 2 of your 3 winning pick 3 numbers with the 3 up here in the corner. Okay, if I press this, that switches me over to the pick 4 winning numbers, which is 0478, and you can see the pattern in this cube alone. This is the only time that this 000 or 999 showed up. You can see your winning numbers, 0478, there's the 0, the 7, the 4, the 3 is not there. The 3 is the mirror of 8. Here's your mirrors of 5743, which is 5478. And there they are in a nice perfect pattern for the pick 4. Switch it back to the pick 3 with your 231. This again does not add up. Okay. There's July the 1st through July 31st. The July 31st, this pattern, these two numbers do not add up and make a pick 3 number. And that was the only pattern that showed up on that draw. So we go to the 3rd, we just done that one. The 5th did not show the pattern, the 4th showed the pattern, but the numbers did not show up by adding this up. 6 and 3 is 9. It did, however, show up in the pick 4. The pick 4, from what I'm seeing, these two numbers, if it's the pick 3, I add these two numbers and it'll give me a pick 3 number. Add these two numbers, it'll give me a pick 3 number. If I add these two numbers, it'll give me a pick 4 number. These two numbers, pick 4 number. 3 and 3 is 6. There's the 6. We had the 6 in the corner for the 6 that showed up. And right now you can see it's highlighted for the pick 3 draw, which is the 210. 2 and 1 is a sum of 3, and the 3 is all over this corner. Bit of a highlight for the pick 4 numbers to show what winners were. Here's the numbers that won: 6895 with their mirrors 9360. And that is all over that cell, or all over these cells. And this was the only time that that showed up. the diagonal pattern. There's your 6 and your 9, your 3 for your 8, and your 0 for your 5. So you had 2 of your winning numbers showing up as positive form, and 2 of your numbers showing up in their mirror form. The 5th, there was no pattern. Let's go to the July 6th. We're still on pattern 5 and 6. Let's scroll up. Okay, the 9 didn't show up, but the 000 did. There's the zeros going down. 543 was the winning numbers. There's 3 and 1 is 4. There's one of your numbers. There's your 4 up here in the corner. Again, you can see here 7 and 3 is 10 is 1, which is the mirror for the 2 and the 4929. For the pick 3, the 1 and 3 picked up as the 4, which actually hit in both draws. or the 4 here. So I'm still studying on that. If these two numbers and this number match up, does that mean both draws or what? But so far, the 3 and the 1 is the 4. There it is. There's your 3s that hit. And then your 5 will be the separator coming down through the center. Okay, 9 and 0 having the same additive purposes. There's your double 9s in 0 form coming down through. Switch it over to highlight the pick 4 draw. And you see the 4, 9, 2, 9. There's the 4s. The pattern with the 7 for the pick 4. And then the 1, which is the mirror for the 2. 7, the mirror for the 4. 7th. Again, 6 and 2 is 8. There's your 8. But it did not add up and total a number on this one. But there is 2 of your 4 draw numbers, the 2 and the 4. Switch it over to highlight it. There's your nice pattern with the 4s and the 2s. But the 6 and the 2, which is where I'm looking at now, makes 8 and shows up here. Even this corner to this corner, there's 8. 5, 9, and then 6 and 2 is 8. 5, 9, 6 and 2 is 8 this way. 0, 0, 0, same thing again. 7, 1 is 8. Same thing down here. 7, 1 is 8. And I think that was the only 2 that showed up on this one. These are both the exact same. There's your 9s in the corner, your 5 coming through the center in mirror form, 7, 1, 8, 7, 1, 8, 7, 1, 8. So if you actually looked at it diagonal this way, you have 5, 6 for the 9, 7, 1 is 8, 5, 9, 8, 9, 5, 8. Just a quick run over on the pick 4 showing up in the patterns. 3, 4, 2, 3. There's your 4s. 7, 1 is 8 for the 3. 7, 1 is 8 for the 3. And then the mirror 4. 7 for the 4, mirror 1 for the 2. July 8th. You had your 8 in the corner here. 4 and 8 is 12, which is 3. There's your 1, or your 8. 3 is the mirror of 8. Here again, this one done the same as before. We had 3 and 1, which was 4, and did not show up in either draw. But your 3 being the mirror of 8, both of them in the same corner. And the 8 hit, you had kind of doubles in a sense, numeric wise, with the 8 and the 3 on the pick 4, and then your 8 in the pick 3. You can see the pattern. That's definitely a pattern. 8, 8, 1, 0, 8, 1, 0, 8, 1, 0, 8, 1. If you come down this way, you've got 801, 801, which is your pick 3 numbers. The only odd number out is the 9s and the 3. I think I showed that excuse me, a few times where the 9, 8 and 1 equals 9, the sum of the game for the pick 3. Switch it over to the pick 4 highlighted, which is 8, 1, 5, 3. There's your 3s, your 1, your 5 coming through the center with the 0 as the mirror, and then the 8 again. So 8, 5, 1, 3, 8, 5, 1, 3. The 9th, 1, 2, 3 was the winners. You had your 1s all over the corner here, which 1 is the mirror of 2. 7, 1 is 8, which is the mirror of 3. 7 8s, 1s, mirror of 3 here. And 5740 was the pick 4. Push that button, it will highlight the pick 4 numbers. Again, nice pattern. 0s, 7, 4, 4, and 5. So you have 5407, 5407, and again you have here these two numbers, 6 and 1 is 7. There's your 7 again. So it's having something to do with this number. If this number equals what these two total, then it's going to the pick 4. If these two numbers total what this number is, or these surrounding numbers, or this corner, it goes to the pick 3. That was the only time that the 999 or the 000 showed up on this draw. 10th. Looks like we just have one time. There was no numbers to go by, but this one set here, 7 1's 8, and there is your number in the pick 3 is the 3 and 8 mirrors. 3's in the pick 4, doubles on the 3 on there. Again, 6 and 1's 7, 6 and 1's 7, 7 1's 8, 7 1's 8, which is 3. So 7 7 3 3. And two patterns on the 11th. 5 8 3 were the numbers. I don't think I skipped over and done the pick 3 or pick 4. I didn't. Okay. Add your 7 here and the 4s, and this is a pattern. The pick 3, 5 8 3 were the winning numbers. 2 and 1's 3. There's your 3. 6 and 3 is 9, but there's no. This one's swallowed by the 3's in the corner, and then the sum of 3 here. I guess it just switches to because the 6 is the mirror of 9, so it shares a it would share some kind of a characteristic as the 9. So that would actually be like 9 and 0 being the same, the 6 included. 0 and 3 is 3, and 2 and 1 is 3. So I'll have to look for that. If this shows up to 9, and there's 3 surrounded by it, and then this adds up to 3, then I'll have to program to pick that up as so, which will be no big deal. But you can see the 5 8 3. There's the 5 8 and the 3 coming straight down the center. Up here again, you've got I'm not sure if it's different that way or not, because I've not really looked at it, but 6 and 6 is 12, which is 3, so that would be 5 8 and 3, or if that'll get out of the way, 5 8 and 3 here. And then your 5 8 3, 5 8 3, 2 and 1's 3, 2 and 1's 3. All this should be pretty easy to program for. 8 and 4 is 12 is 3. So again, we've got our corners showing. So we had 3 cubes on this one. That 4 and 8 is 12 is 3. 2 and 1 is 3. And 6 and 3 is actually 9. But like I said, with the 6, 9, 0, 5 combination, something about those numbers. Because if you look, most of these patterns that come about, there's a 9 or a 6 or a 0. Almost all these patterns that come about, this center section that builds around, is either there's a 9 involved, a 6 involved, a 0, or a 5 involved in all of those. And that's what produces the winning numbers. Why, I don't know, but it does. 3 and 4. Switch over to the 4 draw, 1070. There's your 4s and the 0s. One and 1's 2, which is the mirror. 4 and 4 is 8. Again, there's no 8 in the pick 4, but it has a sum of 8. It's just too much to ignore to not know that it's doing something. I'm not going to do 2 anymore. 8 and 4 is 12. There's your 3 for the 8. Again, you had your 8 in the corner, which actually did hit. Same pattern up here. 8 and 4 is 12 for 3, which is the mirror for 8. So there's the 8. That was all it showed up. The 14th done the same thing. 2 and 6 is 8, which is 3. And I believe that was the only one. No, here's one. 3 and 7, which is 10. I'm not sure why. Seeing the 7 there and that making 10. Maybe this corner being dominated by the 3s, and then this 6 and the 2 making the 3. Again here, 2 and 1's 3. Uh, 7 and 1's 8, which is the mirror of 3. So we have 3 here, 8 here, which are mirrors, and we had doubles this draw on the pick 3. But you can see through the green how many times that it happened. Still experimenting with these, but 6 and 1's 7. That's the mirror of the 4. So I know that that's still correct here. So I know with a 6 and 1's 7 that I want to look for a 4, 7, and pick 4. This one doesn't like the other ones before that were highlighted orange. It's the 558 was the winning numbers. There's the 0 in the 9 form, the 0 and the 9, surrounded by the 8. So it actually had the doubles here with the 8, the doubles here, and with the 8. Again, it done the same thing here. The 7 and 1 was 8, did not show up in the pick 3, but 901 was the winning numbers. There's 901 in a pattern, 901 in the pattern, and this corner swallowed by 1s, which did hit. Ones did not here though. Let's see if there was any more patterns that showed up. Yes. Looks like I got ahead of myself. 558, which is 003 in mirror form. These corners are absolutely swarmed with 3s. The 6 having the same, being the opposite of 9, has to share something with the 0 and 5, because there's the 0 in the 6. We had the 9 up here, the 0s in the corners. Same thing over here, but the different numbers. This was 3993 starting cube, 7003 starting cube. Again, this cell was covered with 3s. We had a 3 here and a 3 here. And it did have this one, 3 and 4. Oh, I'm sorry. 7, 3, which is 10. So I don't know if that's 0 when that happens, or if that's something I need to ignore. Maybe with the separator, maybe when this happens this way and it separates these two, there's 7 and 1, which is 8, and then it happens here, which is 3 and 6 for the 9. So I need to look for that. But you can see that out of 31 games, adding these two numbers did not make one of these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 19 out of 31 draws, actually 30, 29, 28, 19 out of 24 draws, I could add this number to this number, and it will give me at least one of my pick 3 numbers. Because the yellow did not make that pattern at all 5 times. So but that's where I'm at now. I appreciate it.